Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here again with Droid Life. And you guys, look, Google did it. They did the thing we wanted them to do. They made a smartwatch. This is the Google Pixel Watch. There's so much to talk about and discover with this first smartwatch from Google. So let's dive in. Let's unbox the Pixel Watch and some other stuff too. So there really is a lot to go over here. Obviously, again, it's their first smartwatch, so it's just a big deal there. But you know, it's got Fitbit integration and the design. I mean, there's tons. So let's tour of the box. So Google Pixel Watch. This is obviously the LTE version. There is also a Wi-Fi/Bluetooth version with Fitbit right there. LTE Google, Wear OS by Google with the not gonna say it. Yes, it does run Wear OS. If we flip over to the back, not really a lot going on here. It just says that in the box you get a charger and a band and how that fits, and that this is the LTE model and color and all of that. This is the silver stainless steel. We also have black stainless steel and a champagne gold stainless steel. So plenty of colors, tons of bands, and I have a couple over there. So yeah, we're gonna pull it out of the box, show it to you, set it up so you can see that process, and then I also have a bunch of watches over right there. So we'll compare. So yeah, let's do this part first. Let's get it out of here. Thank you for the pull tabs, Google. Appreciate those. Samsung, give us pull tabs. Let's do a little shake. There it is. The packaging, nothing special, just cardboard, but it's probably recycled or something. So I can already feel the weight. So the stainless steel, you can already feel the weight. Okay. How do we get it out? Let's undo this part and this. Yeah. Okay. Set that down, and then in here, I don't believe this is anything, but in here is the charger. Let's get the charger. Probably have to just unfold. There we go. Okay, so here's charger. Cute little thing. Not really a fast charger. Okay, you just gotta rip. You gotta rip, or we'll be doing this forever. Oh, in the box also a secondary band. I believe they're putting the large long band. This looks like the short band, so let's get that out too, so we can show you and somehow get the charger out of this mess. Okay, so here's the charger. So it is just sort of a little wireless charger, magnets, slap it on there. Here's USB-C. So you're gonna have to attach your USB-C to some sort of actual charging adapter, computer, whatever. It only does 5-watt charging, I believe, so it's not gonna be fast. So plug this into whatever. A computer is probably fine. But this should just set on there. Let's check the magnets. It will not hold on if you tip it that way. Nope. Okay. Tested that. What else is in the box? Guides. Normally we don't look at these, but this is just a card. Normally we don't look at these, but because this is a first product from Google, it's just a let's get started in a couple of languages, how to attach bands, that sort of thing. Make sure there's nothing in there. Okay, that's it. Let's clean this up. Okay, so where do we go now? Well, here's the watch. Here is a watch tour of the Google Pixel Watch. There's the sensor, no stickers or anything on it, just completely bare out of the box. So again, this is stainless steel model. This is one of the active bands. This is probably charcoal or something like that. There are matte black versions, and then there's also a champagne gold version. I went with the stainless steel version. So as far as specs go, so obviously rounded, there's going to be some bezels. Google's not really posting anywhere what the actual display size is because it's this domed glass. But we do know it's 41 millimeters wide. So fairly small for a smartwatch. Most of them end up being 44, 45, 46, 47. So 41 is a pretty good size. I have fairly skinny wrists, I would say, and that actually sets pretty nicely on there. I'll get you a better shot in just a second. So anyway, 41 millimeters across. That probably does not include the crown. It's probably just this section. It is 12.3 millimeters thick, which isn't that thick. It's not thin, it's not thick. But so there's sort of a shot of that. And then it weighs 36 grams, and that is without the band. So the stainless steel, it's going to be a heavier watch. Like if you've got a Samsung watch, this is probably going to feel a little bit heavier just because of the stainless steel. Okay, so up top, this, let's see, should we try to power it on first? I might actually need to plug it in. I don't even know if this turns it on. Oh yeah, it did. There's the Google logo. So up top, this whole domed glass, it's not sapphire or anything wild like that. It is Gorilla Glass 5. So you're going to want to be careful. If you bang that on a door or scratch, depending on what it is across it, you might scuff it. So just keep that in mind. It is only Gorilla Glass 5. 320 pixels per inch in the AMOLED display that's on here. And I'm trying to get you guys a shot of the bezel. Comes to right where my fingernail is. That is the edge of the display. Let me try that again. I think so. Anyway, right there. That is the edge. So anyway, it's been, in some of the leaked shots and stuff, it looks like the screen is tiny and the bezel's really thick. I mean, it's probably really thick because it curves. Anyway, we'll see once we get on. Anyway, a 294 milliamp hour battery. Google's saying about 24. It's trying to pair to a phone. That's why it's doing that ding, I think. Google's saying about 24 hours of use. That's not great. That is a worry, especially if you're supposed to wear this all day and sleep with it and track all of the health stuff. So that is certainly something we are going to test. Charging, not super fast either. 50% in about 30 minutes time, 80% about 55 minutes time, and a full charge in about 80 minutes. So not great. And it just comes with this little charger, which, as I already showed you, will not hold it up if you try to pick it up and move it around. It has an Exynos 9110 chip in it. That's an older Samsung chip, but Google tossed in a co-processor to hopefully help with battery life and make it so that main processor doesn't have to do everything. It has 32 gigs of storage, which I think is a record for a smartwatch, at least a Wear OS one, and 2 gigs of RAM, which I think is also a record. I feel like the newest Samsung ones have 1.5 gig. Again, LTE or Wi-Fi. This is an LTE model, but the Wi-Fi version should be exactly the same size, just without that extra chip. It has 802.11n Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, NFC. It has GPS, which we will try to test. You already heard the speaker. It also has a microphone. It's supposed to have premium haptics in the rotating crown here. I will play with that in just a second. It's doing nothing right now. 5 ATM water resistance. If we flip over to the back, you can already see the green flashing there from that heart rate sensor. So it does heart rate, blood oxygen, and can do an ECG recording. It obviously connects with Fitbit, and Fitbit is a big part of the story. So you'll have deep Fitbit integration. This is essentially a Fitbit device, but it runs Wear OS. So that should actually be good for those of you who are a part of Fitbit or who maybe just wanted a Wear OS watch and wanted actual Fitbit integration. So got that going on. As far as software goes, outside of the Fitbit stuff, Wear OS 3.5, and this is sort of Google's customized take on it. And it works with Android 8.0 and higher. There is no iOS connectivity here. You get 3 years of software updates. So that's Pixel feature drops, security updates, all of that. We don't know how regular those will show up, but it's Wear OS. It works a little bit differently than, like, say, your Android phone. So you still get 3 years, though. So 2025 will be when those end. I don't think I mentioned price. $349 for the Wi-Fi only version, the Wi-Fi Bluetooth, and then this LTE version is $399. So if you want LTE connectivity, it's only $50 more. If you don't need it, you're not saving a ton. If you buy this, you get 6 months of free Fitbit Premium, which you might need because it has Fitbit inside, and then 3 months of YouTube Music. The bands are a proprietary system. So these, you can't just slap in any old 41 millimeter or 20 millimeter band or 18 millimeter band. It is a Google system, and the bands are not cheap. I'm assuming people are making third-party ones that will slot in there. Should be a little button you press here, and then you slide it out. And then to get it back in, you just kind of do some sort of, that is not working at all. I will have to practice this. You put it in here, and you slide it. There we go. I think that's secure. Okay, so you press this little button in, slide it back in. You don't actually have to press it. Anyway, so that's an overview. Let's set it up. All right, let's get this thing set up and on the wrist. So all we should have to do is turn it on. Oops, I don't have that finger set up. Okay, we turned it on, and from there, you're supposed to just like kind of hold it close to your phone, and then it should try to connect. Well, once it boots. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this thing finally set up. So you can see I've got a Pixel 7 here, and the watch is on and ready to rock. And that screen just automatically popped up. It said Pixel Watch detected, set up this device. We hit connect, and then that shouldn't take very long, and it should connect over here. And there we have matching code, so we confirm. And then it's gonna run through a whole bunch of terms and stuff and probably ask me to set up my Google account. Actually, this thing pops up and you can mess with it, which is, kind of fun, I guess. But connecting to watch, continue on phone. So we're gonna check our Google account now. So we confirm our Google account, and then it should start signing us in. So we're just gonna let this kind of run. So once it confirms your Google account, once you just confirm a few more things, welcome to it. It wants me to put the watch on. Not actually going to do that, but why it does that is it wants you to set up your orientation. So if I'm on my left arm, which is where I will wear it, it's saying, okay, did you put it on your left or right? And then where do you want the crown? And you can adjust that. So I want left wrist, right crown. Perfect. This is going to tell you how to switch bands. So I kind of showed you guys. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little finicky. You have to press this little button and slide it out. And this side in particular, where the crown is this side where the crown is actually very frustrating to get off. So anyways, okay, thank you. And that's how we attach. We know how to do that. Oh, connect to Fitbit. Okay. Talk to your watch. Sure. Let's set that up. It's probably going to ask for a Google Voice or Google Assistant voice match. And sure enough, access with voice, saying that, which I'm not going to say. Voice match. It has voice match because I have a Google account and I've set my voice up 1,000 million times. You probably have too. So to use Assistant, you press and hold the button up here. This one. Not the crown, the little button that's up there. Okay, cool. Almost done. Great. Pin or pattern. So you would set this up if you were using Google Wallet. I'm going to skip it for now just to make it easier to show you this video, but I will set one of those up later because I will absolutely set up Google Wallet. Stay connected on the go. Now is when you would set up your cellular connection if you have one of those. I'm not going to set that up right now. And now we're updating the watch. While it's doing that, there is a See Top Features section, which you can tap here. And it says, cool. So you can spin your watch around and it'll show you different things. Or you just hit next. So there's your crown. You can spin it, click on it to get into your favorite apps or to your app drawer. There's that button again. That is that's an app switcher or recent apps button. And then again, long pressing does Google Assistant. Then on the back, it says here's where you track everything like your heart rate and all of that stuff and sleep and everything. Speaker is on the side. So over here, that's what this slit is right here on this side. And then it's pointing a microphone to the back, which makes no sense. The microphone must be somewhere else in case you want to take calls. You can press the crown in 5 times if you need to alert emergency services. And that's it. Now we're back to waiting for the update. Okay, so that's it, done. We clicked that. The watch then finished updating and rebooted, and now we're back. Apologies for the mix up there. So here we go, the watch. We'll come back to the app. So here's the watch. It says, hi there. Learn how to use your new watch. So we tip yes. Let's start with swipes. Okay, so swipe up for notifications. So you'll get notifications in here. Cool. Access notifications from the watch face. Swipe down for quick settings. Okay. Access quick settings from the watch face. I have no idea what that's talking about. Swipe left. Okay. To go back. Okay. That used to be where Assistant was. You can swipe from the left to the outside. Okay. Cool. I know that. Now let's learn about tiles. Okay. Tiles are accessed. Watch face. Okay. Swipe left or right to cycle through. Okay. So tiles, if we had a bunch. Let's learn about the 2 buttons. Okay. Press the crown to go back to the watch face. Okay. You can return there anytime. Press it down to access your app drawer. Cool. Now what? You can get to all of your apps from here. Yeah, I know. Okay. Press the side button to get to most recently used. That's a very clicky button. Not easy to press, by the way. You can access. Okay. Cool. Now what? You're all set. Okay. To switch to your last used app, double press. Okay. What else? That's it. I exited out of that. Did not mean to do that. Okay. All right. Well, there. That was just like a quick little tour of how everything works. So again, that was press here to get into your apps. You can use the crown to scroll through and see all your apps, or you can obviously touch. Okay. Pressing this button up here brings up your most recents. Press that to go home whenever. Double tap here will bring up whatever your most recent app was. I don't think I've launched any. Long press on this. I'm assuming does assistant. No, it was up here. I just remember this. Up there. Okay, assistant. Cool. Swipe into here to get into notifications. Swipe here to get into your quick settings tiles, and swipe over here. Well, that'll bring you back, but you can access tiles there as well. So if you used Wear OS in the past, you no longer swipe this way to get to that assistant panel, at least on Google's version. You're just swiping left and right to get to tiles. Interesting. Okay, so that's just a quick tour of the watch. Oh, I bet I can long press. No, hold on. Long press. Yeah, long press, and then you can get into your watch editor on here. Switch watches. You can edit them by tapping on the little pencil, and it should load up an editor. And so you can swipe to change colors. Cool. Okay. And if I swipe over, this changes some of the look of it. Oh yeah, the layout. Okay, that's cool. Swipe over again. This is where you can probably tap and change complications. Sure enough. Okay, I'm going to go back, and that looks good. Okay, so we tweaked some of that stuff. Very fun. Okay, so that's your watch editor. All right, now let's switch to the app. So the Pixel Watch app, I can't remember at this point, I've recorded this so many times whether or not I've explained this, but the Pixel Watch app, you'll be asked to install when you first do your setup. I already had it installed, so that step was not shown. But when you're in here, it shows your watch, the watch face you have, connected status, battery, and if you have it on silent. It's reminding me to connect to Fitbit, which I will certainly do. But here is that watch face editor from here. So you can swipe between, and if you find one you want, you just say use on watch. You can also tap this little edit button, and it should bring up an editor. It certainly does. And you can scroll through here and find different colors, change bold time, and here's all your complications and layouts and things like that. So this will change obviously depending on the watch face. So that's very cool. Here's your tiles. So if you want to add tiles from here, and tiles are things like your heart rate or shortcuts to workouts or your calendar or stopwatches, things like that. That's what tiles are. You'll find those in here in case, again, you don't want to set those up on the watch. Here are your notifications settings. So as notifications roll in, you'll be able to toggle apps off and on. This is your Google account stuff. Here is where you can access the Play Store to find some apps. From your phone anyway. Watch preferences. So this is where you'll find some display settings, like when you want it to time out. If you want an always on display, and I do, there we go. Tilt to wake, touch to wake, those options are in here as well. Some security features like your PIN and password, that's where you'll find that. Calendar syncing, general. This is just, auto launching media controls is one of those things like where you open Spotify and it automatically shows up on your watch. And you can go back and tweak the orientation of your watch if you want. There's your eSIM and carrier setup stuff, some privacy system in case you want to check for updates, all of that. So that is the app. Okay, so that was just the quickest of tours. So a little look at the watch, look at that. Now let's just compare it because I've got like a pile of watches over here. All right, so let's put the watch. Should we put the watch on or should we hold? Let's hold it first. All right, so comparison. We've got some watches. Here is the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Much bigger. I can't remember what the size is, 46 or 5. It's a big watch. You can see this is just a slimmer watch. Definitely different look. We got a domed glass here. Here it looks almost concave. And if we turn them sideways, definitely slimmer profile, all of that good stuff. Let's go ahead and put this on the wrist. All right, we're back on the wrist. So now you can see what this would look like next to it. So you can see this fits within my wrist. This one, not so much. Although I like this watch a lot. It's just on the bigger side. So definitely a difference there. If we turn it sideways, you can see a little bit there, how thick it is. So Google did a nice job with the thinness of this watch. Okay, we'll set that down. This is a Galaxy Watch 4, I believe. This is the 44 millimeter. So we'll show you 44 millimeter next to 41. Remember the Pixel Watch is 41. Okay, and then if we turn sideways, should give you a view there. Okay, so that is the 44 millimeter. So this is the same style as the Galaxy Watch 5. So. And now we'll do the fun ones. You guys love these. Here's an Apple Watch Series 7 41 millimeter. So same size technically as the Pixel Watch, just in a different form factor. So there that is. And if we turn that sideways, there it is. About the same thickness. So, Apple's watches, especially the 41 millimeter, gets about a day of battery life too. So And then finally, I don't even know why I have this. Here's an Apple Watch Ultra. So 49 millimeter, I believe it is, and it is thick. So, I mean, obviously these aren't even going to be close. Turn it that way. Definitely thinner. I mean, it's just not even in the same style or category of watch. This is supposed to be an outdoor ruggedy kind of thing. This is just a typical smartwatch. But I do want to show you that next to this one again. So you're going to get lots of comparisons of the regular Apple Watch to this. And so this is the stainless steel model, I believe. So similar weights. They are very similar styled other than the shape, but like the stainless steel sides with the crowns and the overall size of them, even the speakers on the same position. Yeah, definitely a different sensor. I'm going to guess that Apple's is probably more advanced, but I don't know that for sure. I shouldn't even say that. So anyway, that's that. This is, man, this has been a long video. By the way, the watch band that came in here, I had to switch it to the small. The large was like way too long, or the holes in it were way off or something. So anyway, yeah, that's all. Oh, one more thing. I have these two watch bands as well that we picked up early, just so you can see what these would look like on here. I'm not going to actually attach them, but there you go. This is like sort of the lemongrass color. That's kind of a nice look. Okay. I'm a fan. And this is white, although it's more of a cream color. This is not bad either. Okay. Oh yeah, very nice. And by the way, the bands are, they're very nice bands. The quality is super great. So anyway, we have the Pixel Watch. Check out the review as it's posted probably any minute now. And hopefully we have good things to say after this unboxing and we go to testing. We are Droid Life. Peace.